Offset. All right. Come on up. Let's get in our prone positions. Left hand over the right, peace over power. Slight bend in the knees. Go ahead and show respect. Step out. Close your eyes. Deep breaths in through the nose. Out through the mouth. We're going to do 2 more. In and out. 1 more. And up. All right. Let's start right off from our core stance today. Good. We're going to work some coordination today. So coordination is moving different parts of the body at the same time. We're going to start at a very small level. We're going to work open hands and closed hands together. So we're going to do 2 punches at once. We're going to do a palm strike and a punch. That's it. Palm strike to the chin, punch to the solar plexus. Here we go. Every time I count, you're going to do both of those strikes. And 1, palm punch. 2, palm punch. 3, 4, palm punch. 5, 6, 7, palm punch. 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now we're going to switch it. Palm with the other hand, punch. So switch which one's doing which job. Open hand, closed hand. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Shake that out. All right, let's get one more combination before we get into some exercises. Let's get a closed fist first. And let's work some circles in. So now we're going to hammer, chop. So going from the same side, also 2 different targets. So we've got the nose, and then we've got the side of the neck. Both at the same time. So we're going to go closed fist, open hand. Here we go. 1, hammer, chop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Switch those up. Close hand, open hand. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice work. Shake that out. All right. Arms. Pull them out. Small circles. Slowly getting bigger and bigger until they're straight up and down on us. Now bring them around to the front. Start to make those circles small again. And now just the wrists. Switch those circles. Just the fingers. Just the elbows. Good. All right. Let's get some leg warm-ups. For our legs today, I want to look at some straight leg kicks. Now we're going to do 2 of them. This is going to be a little bit tricky for those of you who are still new at this. We're going to do our straight leg forward, and then we're going to go straight leg side. So we're going to alternate front, side, front, side. Here we go. And front, side. And see if you can touch your shin without lowering your hand down. See if you can lift that leg the whole way up. Crossing it. Opposites when I go forward, and same side when I go to the side. Here we go. Front, side, front, side, front, side, front, side, front, and side. Good. Switch those up. All right, we're going to do the same thing with the other leg now. So opposites as we go forward. Same side as we go to the side. Here we go. front, side, front, side, front, side, front, side. Two more, front, side. Good. Let's get those hips. Just the hips. Right where the back's connected to the legs. We're going to move that the whole way to the side. To the other side. Side, 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 side. Now front, back, front, back, front, back, and around whirl. And switch it. Good. Now with a straight leg, stir that pot without falling. Now just with the bent knee, this was the bottom half of the leg. Now, just with the foot, little stirs. Put that leg down. Other one. Big stirs with the whole leg. Littler stirs with the knee. And then just the foot. Good. Shake that out. All right. Let's get back into that horse stance again. Get a little bit more coordination. So now, we're going to work some double factors. Double factor is just another way, it's our way of saying two blocks at once. And those two blocks are going to work together. So first, we're going to look at an inward block into an outward block. When I do this, I'm going to get a little bit closer. My second block should always go along the outside of my first block. I don't want to put it on the inside of my block because then I can get checked if that first arm gets blocked. And I also put a little gap between me and the other arm. So once again, I can also think of this as a little bit of a runway for my second block to fly off and take off into the arm or whatever attack is coming towards me. So close-up view before we get back. I'm going to go in to my out, in to my out, in to my out, in to my out. We're going to do that slowly at first, and then we're gradually going to pick up the pace and try it a little bit faster. So we've got inward, outward. Inward from point of origin, outward. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Now, let's not stop that motion. We're going to go in, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Two more. Now, let's see if we can add a little bit of speed and power to it. And move, in, out, move, in, out, move, in, out, move, in, out, move, in, out. Good. Let's look at one more combination with those blocks. We're going to use that inward block again, and we're going to pass it to an upward block. So that same inward block is going to go across. And I'm going to go along the outside again, pass it to my upwards as I pull that arm back. Now, I'm going to let this arm drop, point of origin, as I go back up through that upward block. Drop. So I can imagine if there's a punch, slow motion coming in, pow, that elbow and that forearm can catch it on the way down for a block as well. Here we go. I'm going to start with my in, pass it to my up. Now my elbow drops to catch that punch, and my arm goes up, pop, and up. Now let's put a little bit of smoothness to that. Drops as the other lifts. Drop with my lift. Drop with my lift. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Good. Shake that out. So, I feel a little bit of need to re-energize here. It's great and it's cool outside. I like when it gets a little bit cooler, but sometimes it makes the energy move. So we're going to bring some dice over to give us something fun to work on today. And I think let's use all of them. I'm going to let you choose. I'm going to let Miss Carrie decide how we're using them, what we're working on.
We're going to start with our seconds, and we're going to start with the red. We're going to get the blood flow a little bit. 45 seconds of jumping jacks.
45 seconds of jumping jacks. I love it.
Here we go, guys. Go.
Make sure you're breathing. If you want to count it, you can go faster than us as long as you're doing a little jump jack. Give yourself a challenge of how many you can count until we say stop. But only counts if you're getting that full jumping jack. Remember that theme of effort we've been talking about this week.
Almost there, guys.
Keep breathing, keep moving.
10 seconds. And good.
All right, good one. Let's get another roll. I'm almost energized. But I need a little bit more.
All right. Let's do it. Uh-oh.
Jumping jabs again. So we're going to do a little switch up today. Since we've been talking about coordination, we're going to see if we can do a little coordination into our jumping jacks here. Now the number is 10, but we're going to count both sides just like we would on a mountain climber or our lunge as one. So here's what we're going to do with our jumping jack. We're going to do a right to left jumping jack. Our open is always going to be our center position. But then we're going to let our close take up one side. Open, close, open, close. And if you want to be really tricky on this one and add an extra level of sophistication, when you go to your side, you're also going to turn in. Back to the center, turn to the other side. All right, I'm going to try it with you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with this one as well, so it's going to be a fun test for all of us. 10 at your own count. If you lose your track, if you mess up, remember that's always fine. Be patient with yourself. As long as you don't stop moving, you're getting that effort in and you're getting stronger today. Here we go. I'll count them out. So we have open, up, open, that's 1. Oh. Open, up, open, that's 2. 3, 4, 5, halfway there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now I feel like I got some energy back. My lungs feel like they've been working a little bit, and I'm ready to get into some more techniques. So the next piece of coordination that I want to look at is the upper body, meaning our arms, our shoulders, with the lower body, our hips and our legs. We're going to look at firing either punches or blocks with the same time we fire a kick. Some of you who have seen coordination set or have explored long form 2 have seen this already in your Kempo. Those of you that haven't, we're not taking anything new that you haven't done so far. All we're trying to do is mix them up a little bit and challenge our brain to see if we can do them at the same time. Now, I'm going to face sideways just so you can see my body mechanics. This is my back leg. Now I'm going to work opposites. When I'm kicking forward, it's natural for my arm to go backwards, and I can even use a little bit of a pullback with it. So first, let's just do 5 back leg front ball kicks And we work on pulling that arm back into the chamber, making sure that we're not throwing it back too far, pulling away from direction of the kick, and we're not dropping our guard, and we're not losing my front arm down the center line. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the same time I pull my arm back, just like if I was fighting in my horse stance here, when one goes back, the other can go forward. I'm going to add that motion as I kick. That front arm is going to punch out. If you need to do this a little bit slower and not put so much power in, that's okay. A couple things to watch. When our brain has a lot of things to think about, a lot of times one of those loses its focus. The way to catch up, once again, is slow down. Keep your leg bent on your plant leg. Make sure you're still flamingoing. Both extend at the same time. Here we go. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you notice, I kept this a little bit more up in my give one, take one that time. You can also explore pulling it back. Both of them are acceptable. Now, let's take that same motion. Let's switch legs. So you should have your opposite leg in the back. Opposite that leg is going to do the front ball kick. So we're just going to do the front ball kick for now. So as I kick, same side arm is going to pull back into my chamber. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now let's add the opposite arm punch. So as my arm goes back, or I pull it back to my higher cover, I'm going to punch as I kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Shake that out. A little bit of a test for our brain and our bodies. But we're not going to stop there. We're going to go next to our sideways motion, our side kicks. And we're going to take this one just from our horse stance. So I want you to line up feet parallel, and I want you to put your arms up in front of you. Now we're going to flamingo, and first we're just going to practice that blade of the foot straight out. After that, we're going to look at how the coordination of the upper body and the lower body work together. So first just start, try not to move the arms, bend those knees in that horse stance, and 1, flamingo, pull the feet up, blade out, in, down. 2, pow. 3, boom. 4, and 5, boom. Now to add the arm, what did we look at on the front? Were the same side moving forward or opposites? Opposites. And you can always use your walking as a guide if you ever forget. You notice your opposite arm moves with your opposite leg. We don't walk around like this at Phil's, and it looks really goofy. But when I go sideways, I'm going to use that same side can move out together. They can work in harmony that way because it's a different mechanic in my body. So I'm going to throw a back fist out with that side kick now. We're going to work on 5 of these now. Ready? Guards up. And 1. Good. 2. Boom. 3. 4. Boom. 5. And left leg now. Just the kicks. So no arm movement, keep them up in guard, don't let them drop. Remember, if guard is something you need to work on, and if you get relaxed at any stage of the game, if we don't practice enough, or sometimes we just don't have enough brain space to remember all the different parts of the body, you can grab a book, you can grab a pillow, and hold it in front of you, and anything that's going to keep those arms up from dropping down. So horse stance, opposite leg, here we go. Blade kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's put the back fist with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again, if you've worked on long form 2, you'll recognize this movement. But it's something we can practice at any stage of our training. Now, remember, just like everything else that we do, I told you at the beginning of this, we're not learning anything new here. All of us have done a back fist in these classes. I've seen you in the classes we're working on. And everybody in here has done your blade kick. So you can always break them up until you feel comfortable with just the one working by itself. Just the one. And then you start seaming them together. That's a good way to get your brain seamlessly harmonizing both of those movements. Now, we did the front, we did the side. That just leaves the back. This one's going to be a tricky one because back kicks are a challenge as it is. But we're all going to get through tonight, and I think you guys are going to pick this one up. Now, front kick, I had opposites working. Side kick, I had same side. Same thing with my back kick. I'm going to have same side, but now they're moving in opposite directions. So now we're covering every single way we can move that top half and bottom half together. Really fun little stretch of the brain. We're going to turn sideways again for you guys so you can see our movement here. I'm going to use my front leg to kick back. Front leg is doing the kicking. Now, this is also my front arm. So both of these are getting used. We'll get to that in a second. First, just look at that. Let's just look at that back kick. I want to show you one from the back, just so we remember that alignment. I want to make sure my knee doesn't go outside. It goes straight up, straight back. It makes a straight line back. The toes are down. The foot's pulled towards my shin, and the heel is what's making contact. Now, let's try that. Let's try 5 of those. 1, boom. 2, always flamingo and re-flamingo. 3, 4, 5. Now, same side is going to punch forward. Front 2 knuckle punch. The same side I kick. Try the best you can. If you goof up, remember, it's all good. Just get back on and hop on with us. And 1, 2, boom. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Let's switch it. Just the kick. Get that kick in alignment so that whenever we test our brain, it's going to be that much better. Now, front leg's doing the kicking. Just the kick. Get that flamingo. You'll go straight back. Your flamingo's back down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's put the same side punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what is the application of any of these that we're using? We can look, let's look at that front kick. Now, I don't necessarily need to use both of these as high as I can, and I'm not going to want to if I pair them up. But if I catch in the groin, where's the head going to go? Down. So I get a chance of hitting 2 zones at the same time. Pow, double my power output. I can look at my side kick. Same idea. If I'm going to use both of these, I'm probably not going to go high with that kick. I'm going to go low. And even if I don't hit with that top strike, it's a check to keep my opponent away from me, or my attacker away from me. Now the last one is one of my favorites because this gives us a chance to start working with two opponents at the same time. So as I'm kicking, I can also punch. I get both of those out of one movement, simultaneous attack. So a little fun with upper body and lower body coordination. Now before we get into a little bit of technique ideas and how we can include that into some of our techniques, I want to teach not a new kick, but one that we don't look at a lot. Now, depending on where you train, this might have a couple different names. In our dojo, we call it an old man's kick. Some schools out there call it a lotus kick. But what I'm doing is I'm keeping the structure in my front foot, and I'm going to use the bottom inside of my sole to hit out, to kick in. Now, is this going to be a high kick or a low kick? It's going to be a low kick. It's really hard at that angle to kick high. But it can also come in really fast. This is going to be a shin or a knee strike. And that shin, if you've ever been kicked in the shin, is also another big target. Think of it as a shocker right before we hit. So everybody get in your neutral bow. Think of your front crossover. Use that as your guide. That's going to be your kick and out. My hips are staying at my 45, and I'm using my thrust in at that 45-degree angle. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Switch. Let's get that out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice. Now, before this is the super coordination test of the day. We're going to put that same coordination with the upper and lower body. Now I'm going to give you a second to think which arm, and this is going to be out of how it feels in the body. Use your judgment. Which arm am I going to use for this one? Is it going to be opposite? Same side? What do you think? If you said opposite, you're right. Because my back arm is still in the back. I can't use that unless I land and let my shoulders torque out. So let's go ahead and let's recycle that back fist. And let's put a little back fist in with that old man's kick. All right. Let's see who's still with us with their break today. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. All right. Shake that out. Before we get into it, let's get another roll. Let's get a quick workout, a quick stretch, and then let's look at a technique with some coordination. Jumping jacks again. The universe wants us to do jumping jacks. So we gotta mix it up again. Here's going to be our jumping jack this time. We're going to have it open again. That's going to be our middle point. So we're going to go open, front, open, back. So we're going to hit our neutral bow instead of closing. So we've got, and you know what? Let's not even go the whole way up. We're going to turn that jumping jack into force, neutral, neutral. That's going to be our jumping jack for 45 seconds. And your challenge, if you want to, is how high you bring your knees up. You're going to get tired fast if you use those hops. All right, 45 seconds are on the clock. Here we go. Back. neutral, back, neutral, horse, neutral, horse, neutral, horse, neutral. Bring those fists back and then out to guard every time.
Almost there.
Keep breathing. Keep moving. It's Friday. Get that exercise out. Get that little bit of sweat.
And good.
Woo. I'm going to keep that exercise for myself because my legs are burned. All right. Right from here, quick stretch. Everybody put your feet together. Reach down, put your toes. Slow your breathing down. If you can't get your toes, go for your ankles. If you can't get your ankles, go for your shins. If you can't get your shins, stretch more. Good. From here, walk those feet out a little bit. Flatten, see if you can let the back drop a little bit more. Work yourself side to side. Push your hips back and forward. Good. Walk out a little bit more. All right, bend those knees down. Drag and stretch. Remember, stretching can be boring, right? Because it doesn't seem like we're doing a lot. It also is uncomfortable. But it's just as important as the fast movement we do with our strength, with our cardio. So all three of those work together. Our cardio builds up endurance, gets the lungs working. The strength lets us hit harder, lift more, be able to lift our bodies up better. And then the stretching helps with the speed and the elasticity, how loose our muscles are, which also protects us from injury, helps us to kick higher, kick faster, punch faster. All right, which brings us, before we get back up in the technique, effort. That was our theme of the week. Those of you who've been taking these classes, you're already showing that by continuing your karate, not giving yourself excuses. Those of you who aren't disappearing from the screen and going to sit down, that are moving every second, that if we turned on all the screens right now, you'd still be there, either waiting at the ready or working on stuff waiting for the next movement. That's another level up from that effort. Remember, the more we push ourselves with our body, the more we push ourselves with our brain to challenge the way we think, the way we remember, the more we push our spirit to be kind and patient and respectful and strong, the more we're going to grow, the more we're constantly going to grow and get better and achieve the goals that we want to live a happy and healthy life. So incorporate effort, not just in your karate, but in everything you're doing. All right, come on back up. I gave you guys a breather with that little bit of talking. Now, the best way when we're going to work advanced ideas, this coordination of lower and upper is tricky. It's advanced ideas. Go back to your yellow belt, which are your basics. So yellow belts, you're getting a little advanced idea of your techniques today. And then everybody else, you can see how we can go back. We want to look at these techniques and add a little extra to them. Let's just take delayed sword. So delayed sword, let's make it for this one an inward block, kick, chop. That's it. Yep. Everybody knows this one or should know this one. Basics and movement. Marriage of gravity, front kick out of the cat, land marriage of gravity again. Let's look at that 2 more times. Block, kick, chop, and again. Block, kick, chop. Notice I'm checking with the other hand. Now, let's let's switch it. Let's balance it out today. We're gonna work both sides. So we've got block, front leg, get that cat, kick, chop. Again, block, kick, chop. Good. Block, kick, chop. One more. Block, kick, chop. Now here is the sophisticated part of our movement. We're still going to, let's switch it to the other side again. We're still going to block after we cat and we kick. We're going to palm with the back arm. Now, what did that do? Because I used my back arm and brought my shoulder back, it's going to be a long distance to come back over for that chop. So I'm going to have to chop on the other side now. Here we go. Ready? Block, kick, palm, chop. There it is. Nice. Let's get that again. Block, kick, palm, chop. Tricky. This is also how we can start incorporating that checking hand and give it jobs. So another reason why to get that active. First is defense, but once it starts getting its defense down, it can start moving in for some offensive moves as well. Let's get that same idea. I said we were going to balance it out right and left. Other side. So we still have our block. Now as we go back and we kick, we're going to palm. There's our chop landing on the opposite side. And block, kick, chop. Getting tricky. If you get goofed up, like I said, just keep working. Put that maximum effort in there. Block, kick with the palm, chop. Good. One more. And block, kick, chop. Nice. Shake that out. Nice work. All right. So that takes us through a little bit of coordination, a little bit of a lot of exercise here. Sweating it out. I want to get into our swords. Let's work some. We have a chance to work a little bit of coordination with our swords as well. And I want to go through that whole sword set today, all of it, start to finish. So real quick, go grab what you're using: your hanger, your stick, your cardboard tube, your sword if you have it. And let's go ahead and put our sword leg, sword arm in front. So let's go for this one. Let's try the same movement. We're going to block, we're going to kick and check, and then we're going to slice. Let's see that again. So we've got our block. We can even put that check out as we wind up. Instead of using this as a chop this time, I'm going to use it as a check. So I've got my block, check, cat, kick, slice. Block, check, cat, kick, slice. Good. One more. Block, check, kick, slice. Now we're going to be super ninjas, and we're going to switch hands. Good to get coordinated on both sides. And block, check, kick, slice. Here we go again. Block, check, kick, slice. Nice. One thing that I love about using weapons, one, it's just fun to put a sword in our hands and try, but two, it's hard enough to get these working for us. We're putting something in our hands that isn't our body and make it move the same way, stretches our brain for our hand techniques. All right, let's go ahead. Let's look at this sword set. Everybody go ahead, put your sword at your side. And remember, if you don't get the whole thing today, some of you are at different stages of this. Try to get as much down as you can. If you goof up, find where we are and try to join back in. Bow. Breath in and out. We step as we draw. Back. I'm going the wrong way. Back. Block. Slice. Slice. Step nice and deep. Up. Step slice. Step behind. Unwind. Step back and slice. Up. Step. Step behind. We're going to get tricky here. Here's some coordination for you. I'm going to kick to where my sword goes. Land to the back. Here's my step behind walk again. Step. Hit with the bottom. Hit with the bottom. Big circle up and around. Now I'm coming up. One more time, slicing behind. Step, hit. Draw. Thrust. Catch. Shine. Kick. Thrust. Now we have 1, 2, 3 times around and back in. There we go. We're going to do that one more time, and then I'm going to give you guys something, a fun little challenge with the sword to finish for today. So back to the beginning. Here we go. Swords at our sides. Draw in, out. Saucer, block, step, slice, back, nice and deep, up, a little bit of balance, coordination, go to the side, unwind, back, nice and deep, up, and across, kick, land, and around, step, hit, hit, big circle, up, and around, and back, sword, foot steps, hit, thrust, out, and shimmer, kick, land, around the world, 1, 2, and 3. All right, so here's your sword challenge for today. We're going to turn ourselves into a little helicopter blade here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our sword hand in the back. And the first thing we have to do is get our circles down. So my circle is going to go starting from my back. It's going to continue in the same direction. I'm going to go circle step, circle step. Circle step, circle step. Now as I put my sword in, my first step brings me to my slice. I'm going to put this one in my right hand. So, back leg, front leg. Tricky. Starting with the sword in the front. Back leg, front leg. And you can try this on either side, but the sword's going to start in front, slice down as the sword leg steps. Now, if you get that down, here's where you can have some fun with it. Is instead of just stepping, I lift and I turn it into a hop. And both of those work together for a little leap turn. That's your sword challenge for the day. So here's the build with that. Sword leg, sword hand starts in front. I step circle with the back leg. Front leg brings me over. Then I start to play with lifting the knees up and hopping. Then slowly, I make that all one movement. And I turn into a flying Shaolin monk. Nice, Ben. Don't fly out the window. Nice, guys. But Bogdana says, no, I'm flying all over the place. One thing to remember with your spins, you can try this too. I can just make this a hammer strike. So I can come over, pop, which one would it be? Front arm.
Right.
I can make this a hammer strike down, or I can open it up and I can make it a claw. So even if you don't have a weapon, you can still fly around like a Shaolin monk. And the second thing to think about is where the eyes are looking. Anytime I do spins, whether they're in place or whether I'm moving, my eyes need to go to where I'm moving towards. Otherwise, you're going to get dizzy doing them over and over again. Just takes practice. Good. Everybody come on back up. Nice, strong front positions. You can bow out with your swords if you still have them since we finished with them. Show respect up front. Good. Step out. 3 big deep breaths to close. 1, 2, and 3. Happy Friday, everybody. If we have